Nicolas Barrett first became aware he had a genetic brain tumour 12 years ago. It was present since birth but only started growing as his brain developed. After 2 surgeries, Nick suffered from a stroke in 2012 and his life was turned upside down when he lost the function of one of his hands and had to learn to walk again.
I lost some really important things in my life that I've had to. I used to DJ. I cannot process 2 sets of music in my brain anymore. It just doesn't work. So I've had to sort of grieve the loss of that, something I really enjoyed. And there's an awful lot of things like playing football, that I can't do tennis, and I was left-handed. And my left hand does not work at all. It's about the best you get from my left arm. It's very hard to, emotionally very hard to cope with. I've lost the plot a few times and just tried to drink it out my system, but that doesn't work. You just feel worse. But I've kind of had some guidance and realised what I'm going through. It is like grieving yourself.
Nick feels fortunate that he is now able to work, but the process of going back to his job was not quick or easy.
I'm lucky that my work has been very supportive, and they've kept me employed. I only work 2 days a week. Problems are, initially, I was just so tired. I had to have these operations and radiotherapy to polish it all off. And that just caused me to have months of just wanting to sleep all day. It was terrible.
One thing that helped Nick in his recovery was the support he received from Headway in Cambridgeshire, a local charity that provides support to people living with a brain injury.
When I first came, it was at the point where I wasn't sure how much I could handle. I was so tired. I just wanted to do nothing. But I had to try and get as much more of my life back, and I wasn't supposed to go out, I wanted to go back to work. So I found out about Headway, and I used it as a kind of test. Could my brain handle being around people for a day and then doing all the things that we do here?
One of Nick's biggest challenges, though, was being alone, as he felt no one understood what he was going through.
Other people just say, "Oh, you're doing really well." I couldn't do it. I was like, well, I think you could. You have no choice. The choice I had was try and make the best of it and get yourself. I literally had to learn to walk again, start to finish, and to get that out of the way, and then try and build as much of my life back as possible.
Despite being unable to DJ or play sports anymore, Nick has adjusted to this new lifestyle by focusing his attention on things he can do. This is Keturah Sesstein for That's TV.